I marked a bunch of sites on iOverlander out here, and I'm not 100% sure if they're legit or if they're iOverlander legit. They've really cracked down on camping out here the past few years. They've closed a bunch of trails, so we'll see. We're coming up to the first one I marked. We'll see what it says. The canyon I was hoping to camp in is turned into all paid camping. We're trying to do all free camping right now. So we're gonna zip back into town, regroup, and I guess go for plan B.
If you're new here, I'm Emily.
Hold on a sec. I'm Brian. This is our adventure dog Wes. And for the past 2 years, Emily has been in charge of all the logistics, living and traveling in our van. This week, I'm doing a takeover while we search for some cliffside camping in Moab and take on the infamous Shafer Trail. This is sure to be a wild one.
So as part of Brian planning all the logistics for the next couple of days, one of those things is grocery shopping. So I'm just kind of here as an innocent bystander. My job today, huh?
It is. You're the driver. What could these be for? I kind of like being in charge. I think we got everything. I erased my list about halfway through shopping, so it's true Brian fashion right there.
That looks pretty level.
We're a little bit this way. I think plan B is pretty epic. I know we only saw a small fraction of Palo Duro in Texas, and it's supposedly the second largest canyon in the United States. I don't know how that's true. Like, Canyonlands is massive. Maybe we make some French bread or some sourdough.
Wes be Wes.
Desert dog. He's desert dogging.
Me Sandy dog. What do you guys think? Brian did pretty good with this one, huh? I agree. And he also just told me that he thinks we should stay 2 nights here, which means even though he's in charge of meal planning these next couple of days, I'm going to take advantage of staying in one place for a couple of nights, make some sourdough. We have been on the move fast for a while. In fact, I don't think we've taken a 0 day in probably over a week. 0 days when we don't move at all. So let's get this baby livened up. Sourdough tomorrow night, babe?
Heck yeah.
That woman, she got a hold on me. She's the warmth of the summer, the color of the spring. She's the strongest wind, the calmest breeze. That woman, she got a hold on me. That girl, she's like the finest wine. She'll give you a taste if you give her time. She's a complex heart and I don't mind. That girl, she's like the finest.
All right. Let's enjoy this awesome spot for a couple days. Picked up some hemp fire starter a few weeks ago. Stuff works pretty good. Just tear it apart, roll it up in your hands, and put it on your kindling.
It's your call. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? I think I want to make that pozole. We picked up a bag of pozole in Santa Fe. I'm really excited I want to cook it over the Dutch oven.
Okay.
So I got some shredded chicken today to go in it. And I'm going to deep fry some corn tortilla shells because we don't have chips. And we've got some radishes and cabbage to throw on top.
Sounds good.
Right? I may have gotten a little overexcited. I don't ever read instructions, obviously. This stuff has to sit overnight in water, so we can't have pozole tonight. We'll go to Plan B, which will be just as good.
Plan B again. It's okay.
And it's not fajitas. What is it, Emily?
He's making me eat tacos, guys.
Firehouse tacos.
How dare him?
All right. Well, that changes everything. This is why I don't plan meals. We would starve. We'd be eating some rock hard ass pozole. So I'm doing what I call firehouse tacos. These are the tacos I grew up on, the way my mom made them. Basically fried corn tortilla shells, ground beef, seasoned ground beef, lettuce, tomato, red onion. I like to put a little Parmesan on my shells. Coincidentally, Emily's dad made them pretty much the same way, minus the Parmesan cheese. He did not like that. But he was a firefighter, and this is what he made for the rest of the crew at the fire department. So that's why I call them firehouse tacos.
Just the way my dad used to make them, minus the Parmesan on the shell.
Sometimes we like to push buttons with food. Do we have any people that just will not eat black olives on their tacos? Because sorry, not sorry. Team olive, team no olive. Let us know in the comments.
It may not be a pozole.
It might not be fajitas.
But I do love these tacos, and they remind me of my dad. So thank you for that. He would love this spot right here. Yep. Tastes just like I remember when I was a little girl.
Me too. Thank you for letting me make you dinner.
Thank you. I can't wait to see what you have in store for tomorrow.
I think tomorrow will be legit.
Well, good morning. It is just after 6:23, and I couldn't make my sourdough bread last night because it didn't rise enough, but this morning I woke up and it looks pretty happy. So I'm up early to get that going, and also because there is a beautiful Beautiful sunset happening. Oh, thank you, Brian. There's a beautiful sunrise happening right now. So I'm going to try and whip this up real quick, and then we're going to go watch the sunrise. Oh, Brian, I'm surprised how awake you are right now to catch that.
Don't overestimate.
I know, coffee still needs to happen.
About my one thought in the morning.
These collapsible bowls are great, but a little tricky to stir in. Alright, now let's go see what this sunrise is all about. Think got that done just in time.
I think we need to make coffee outside this morning. What do you think?
I think it's a beautiful day for that.
Heck yeah. And still no wind.
It's days like today when we want to make coffee outside that I am so happy that we have the Bluetti Elite 200 V2, who also happens to be the sponsor of today's video. Whether you're living on the road full time or just on a long trip, this guy is perfect at 2600 watts and 2073 watt hours. It's one of the strongest and smallest portable batteries that we've seen. We also love that it was really built for travel in mind. It's got this sleek top so that you can literally stack things on top of it, like in the back of the van when we're moving, and the two handles to lift it easily in and out of the van. It also has a ton of different options for charging or running devices. It has two USB-A, two USB-C ports, 4 AC outlets, and then it also has a DC output as well. It's also really easy to charge. We can charge it from the solar panel, which we have, or also DC to DC from your car's battery. We also really love the app feature. Another thing that we think is amazing is it has a 5-year warranty, and it also has a 17-year battery life. If you're interested in getting the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 or any of the other batteries in the Bluetti line, scan the QR code up here or click on the link in the description. We will also have a special discount code for our viewers. And thank you again to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video. Now the water is done, and I'm sure that Brian wants his coffee.
Yum.
Still serving that upside down coffee.
I think it makes it taste better.
Did I do it right?
I didn't look. I was closing my eyes.
This does not suck. Yeah. She's coming along. Even though it's a little cold out for what sourdough likes to sit at, I think this is going to turn out pretty good. This is the last set of stretch and folds I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the window of the van and let it kind of ferment for the rest of the day until we are ready to cook it over the fire at like 3. Right now it's 10, so it's only 5 hours. Usually you're supposed to let it sit all night long. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if I would actually call 0 day a 0 day for me. It's more of a moss day. I got some projects to do. Got a soap dispenser to install. I've got some new puck lights to install. I have a paper towel hangy thingy to install. Boop. And I've got some stuff to hopefully fix our squeaky fan.
Oh, please. I freaking hate that squeak.
I get the neck sweats at night when I'm too hot, and we can't run the fan because Emily needs complete silence.
Well, it sounds like a freaking chipmunk is up there dying.
Beep, 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 beep. So, yeah, let's get to this. This will probably be my least favorite job. Only because it's up under the sink And I don't like tight spaces, but it should also be the easiest. Alright, one concern we had, because we had to order this fixture online, was the size of the threads that go down into the countertop. We kind of guessed. It looks like the new fixture, the whole thing's going to fit down here. I think it's the same.
Yay! We got soap, baby.
That was the easy one. I lied. This is probably the easiest project. I've already prepped the surface with some rubbing alcohol. We're gonna hang our paper towel holder. I guess the hardest part is gonna be making sure this foam 3M strip is gonna be straight. And then we're gonna let it sit for probably 4 to 6 hours before we attach the actual holder. Are you gonna be able to tell me if this is straight and film?
Let's see.
Is that your mark?
Yeah.
Nice like that?
Looks like it. Oh no, that's so not straight. I'm just kidding. No, it's good. It's good.
Next project. We've had this van for about 3 years. We've noticed that some of the puck lights are starting to flicker or just go out. I'm really hoping that it is the lights themselves and not some wiring up in the ceiling, which would require me to pull these boards. And that isn't happening at camp. So I'm gonna try one light first, see if it flickers. If it doesn't, we're good. And then hopefully that will stop me from wanting to have a seizure every time we turn the lights on at night. I actually already cut this light out and then taped the ends because this one had already gone out. Fingers crossed, no flicker.
No flicker?
No flicker, and look at that one behind you.
Yeah, that gotta go.
All right. Okay, lights are done. Now I'm going to work on the Max Air fan, and I hope I can do this project today. I'm afraid there might be one special tool that I don't have, but I will see.
Wait, can we demonstrate how horrible it sounds first?
Go for it.
Hold on. Yeah, I can't sleep like that. Can't.
All right, see what I can do. I've got some electrical lube. I'm gonna spray up in here, and hopefully that takes care of the squeak. And it is also super filthy up under the hood. I got some deep cleaning. Look at this. Hopefully Brian can sleep without neck sweats now. Lube the motor, deep clean the fan too, but I don't think it worked. I still hear a squeak even using my hand, so maybe getting a new motor when we get home. But at least it's clean now. Let's see what it does.
Squeak's still there, baby. I appreciate the effort, though. Why is it just stuck on 100%?
Yeah, it's still a squeak. Let me reverse it. No squeak there.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm not tearing that back apart. We'll, so the air out is not squeaky, so if we get hot at night, we can open up, crack our side windows, and the air will draw out, and we don't have the squeak. That might prevent me from having neck sweats. And then maybe when we get home, order a new motor. Now that I know how to take everything apart, putting in a new motor will be pretty easy, and then we'll be squeak free. All right, let's get a fire going.
I think that looks pretty good. I say we just put the lid back on, take the coals off the top, and let it stay warm, bake for a little bit longer.
Good job, babe.
Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny.
So, Emily obviously put me in charge of dinners for 2 nights, and we don't eat a lot of pasta anymore. And usually when we have tacos, taco night turns into low-carb tortillas that somehow turn into fajitas.
Stop it.
So last night I made my Firehouse tacos, which I absolutely love. And tonight I made my other favorite dish, pasta, marinara, meatballs, meat sauce. I guess a little bit of naughtiness, but we'll go back to more responsible eating after this, I'm sure. But I can't wait till the next time I'm in charge for 48 hours of meal prep. Got my bago salad. I didn't have room in my plate for mine. That's okay. Oh, and I didn't mention what makes tonight's dinner extra, extra special. Emily's Dutch oven sourdough. So
I think it came out for the most part pretty good. There's some good bubbles in there, especially because it didn't proof very long. But be honest with you guys, still need to figure out how to not burn the bottom. I have cooked it successfully once without burning the bottom. So we're gonna keep trying that.
Do ice cubes help?
No. I think it's just where we're placing the coals around the bread. We've got one more surprise tomorrow coming up that we're going to check out before we head out of Moab. So can't wait to show you guys that in the morning. But for now, we're going to go ahead and eat, and we will see you guys in the AM.
Bon appetit. Boop.
Okay. I'm not mad about it.
A little cheat meal every now and then isn't going to kill us, right? We finally made it into Canyonlands. This is the last of the Utah National Parks that we have not been to yet. We've been staring at it for the past couple of days, so we're really excited to go down into the canyon, and then hopefully we will take the very famous Shafer Road back into Moab.
I am so excited to be here in Canyonlands. We've wanted to come here for a long time, and to do the Shafer Trail is also something I've wanted to do for a very long time. Behind me, you'll see this is kind of the area where we were camped the past couple of nights, and if I get a little bit closer to the cliff over here, but not too close, you can see part of the Shafer Trail down there. That's where we're going to be headed. This trail is known for having some pretty gnarly switchbacks, and so I can't wait to see what we get into.
Look at this view.
Right? Doesn't it make you feel so small?
I already feel small. Yes. So the switchbacks are either going to be over here or on the way out. I'm really not sure.
I bet they're going to be
it does
in that little canyon.
It looks like there's a lot of elevation loss in a really short area. Pretty killer view. We gotta go way down there.
White man came across the sea. He brought us pain and misery. He killed our tribes. He killed our creed. He took our game for his own need. We fought him hard. We fought him well. Out on the plains, we gave him hell. But when it came too much for creed, oh, will we ever be set free?
This is crazy. We came all the way down from up there, but you really can't even see the road. You can see the lookout where we stopped. Steep. Pretty fun though. We've left Canyonlands National Park. We've got about 40 something miles into Moab. We've got one more stop on this trail that we're really excited to check out.
We made it to the potash ponds. Behind us are a series of evaporation ponds that are used to extract potassium chloride that's used for fertilizer. And in the process, it just creates like all these cool colors of blue that are absolutely vibrant. The first time we saw them, we were actually up on one of these cliffs. But Brian, I gotta say, you did a great job planning logistics for the past couple of days. Thank you for finding such amazing camp spots, and I really enjoyed driving through Canyonlands today too.
Did you like the food?
The food was great, absolutely. But I don't know if you can be in charge of planning food all the time.
Okay, that's fair. Back to salads. Back to salads and low-carb tortillas. We really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, hype, and we'll see you on the next adventure out there. Bye!
Bye.
I thought this was the end of the road, but there's a chicken out that goes around here. Canada's starting to open up back there, so we'll see if we've maybe reached the end of it. We gotta find somewhere to camp.
It's been a minute since we've been in a slot canyon like this, and they're so fun. If you've never been in a slot canyon like this, they're highly addictive.
So girl's limping again. I'm gonna do the old turn her off, turn her back on. I have to pull over here in a second.